know we've talked about this all the years with Denard and with Devin, but the balance between letting him run, which was obviously successful the other day, and then now, and the injury factor. Because how do you kind of, you and Doug, balance that a little?
Well, I think with two good athletes like that, who from an instinctive point of view, maybe run the ball a little bit more than you want them, depending on what they see down the field in those passing situations. But I think there is a balance. I think we would like to keep creating the runs from the tailback position as much as possible so that we don't have to put him in harm's way.
How much of it is Devin initiating it, and how much of it is directed from Doug?
Well, I think he initiates some of it when he has a feel for it and an instinct for it, but obviously there's some design runs that are in there.
Coach, any freshmen or young guys on the scout team that have kind of caught your eye halfway through the year?
Well, I think Maurice Waves is a guy that has been particularly, we've traveled him most weeks, kind of as an emergency guy. I think he's a smart guy. He's a big body. So he's a guy that has done some good things. I think Chase Winovich is a guy who can run around the field and sometimes he's not quite sure what he's doing, but he'll show up at the ball at some point in time.
Coach, excuse me, last week was the first week when you tried wiring in the medical staff. I don't know, did you see any benefits or was there any difference in the way that helped? You had Jeremy on the sideline.
Yeah, I think you'll see that, the effects of that, when maybe there is some sort of head trauma or something, as much as anything else. I don't, I'm involved with the game, coaching. I've never made medical decisions, so, I'm sure it worked okay. Which means I really can't answer that because I'm not on that line.
Anything else?
Brady, the running back hierarchy, the way it is on the depth chart, is that how you expect it to go? Again?
How is it on the depth chart?
I think it's Devion and then Drake or Justice.
Yeah, that would be right.
That would be right. And also, can you talk a little bit about Hurst and how you used him a little bit?
About Mo?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mo was a running back in high school, and a pretty daggone good one, and obviously we wanted to get a little weight on him to play nose. He's got very good quickness. He is learning a little bit the game from an inside interior position, I think, especially at this level. I think he continues to improve. From an athletic standpoint, he's got very good first step and a lot of quickness. And I think as he continues, Angelique, to mature, I think he'll just keep getting better and better.
The running back numbers, the yards per carry have gone up this year. Are you seeing the gains there that you kind of hope to see?
I think we're starting to, and hopefully we can continue that this week. I thought, especially the fourth quarter as much as anything, last week, I thought the line of scrimmage during, I would say most of the game, we were really combative at and competing at. And I think as the game went on, you could see the movement of it.
Another one kind of off of what Chris just said. Doug had said, for a couple weeks that when you guys are down a lot, that's when you went away from the run game, trying to get back in the game.
Right.
In this game, you guys were down, and you still stayed with the run game. Is that a conscious change?
Yeah, and I think at some point, Mark, you got to differentiate from the how far you're down. And in this one, and it's also a feel for the game. What are you getting done? And we just stayed patient with it because we felt, score-wise, we were in good shape. Time-wise, we were in good shape. And felt the offense and the offensive line particularly making movement at the line of scrimmage.